Hello Virgo, welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. My channel is still relatively new, it's under a year old, so if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Everybody who's already subscribed, all my viewers, thank you all so much. I always thank you with every single video because I know without all of you, my channel would not be what it is today. Okay, those of you who are new and don't know, I'm also an author. I'm writing an action adventure love story on superhero twin flames. It's called Perception, the Two Yet One. Book one here. I read book one out loud live on Facebook, and I've uploaded all of those videos here for you to enjoy on YouTube for absolutely free. If you've already read book one or watched all those videos, know that book two is published and available. These beautiful, very well made paperbacks are available from Kindle Direct Publishing for only $15.99 each, plus shipping. If you have Amazon Prime, your shipping will be free. All right, everyone. So those of you who are not new, welcome back. Welcome to all my new folks. Thanks for being here with us today on the Mother Speaks Tarot. Because this is the month that we had Mother's Day, which was yesterday. I hope all of you had a wonderful Mother's Day, whether you are male or female. If you have a mother role, happy Mother's Day to you. I hope your Mother's Day was beautiful. This entire month, we are receiving our messages from Mother Energies. Last week, we received our messages from Mother Mary. This week, we're receiving our messages from the Triple Goddess. Okay, and we're doing that because a few months ago I was meditating on a name for something that I'm writing in my third book, and I saw a word and it was spelled in my mind and everything. So I sat up and I wrote it down, and then I looked it up, and it turned out to be a goddess. It was the goddess Cerridwen. Okay, and she's a Celtic goddess. She can represent the triple goddess, the maid, the mother, and the crone. She can represent it all by herself, which she is doing here today, because she is the goddess that came to me. However, she's also part of the triple goddess, along with goddess Bloduev and Arianred. So Arianred was, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but I think I am. Arianred is the mother, and Bloduev is the maiden. And so Cerridwen would be the crone. But like I said, today, since it's only Cerridwen who came to me, she's our mother energy today. She is the goddess of the cauldron. And so that's why I have my cauldron over here full of gold. That is, that's for her, and also for your abundance visual. Because of where she's from Europe. She's from the UK. So we're using one of my very favorite tarots. I love this tarot so much, the Forest of Enchantment Tarot. These do not have reversed meanings. Except for the people cards. So if you've been with me, you know how these cards work. I'll be using the book when I feel like I need to. And I'm going to go ahead and pull at least 3 cards from the Oracle of the Unicorns by Cordelia Francesca Brabs. And then I'm going to pull 1 card from the Oracle of the Fairies by Karen Kay and artwork by Ginger Kelly. And we'll be getting that at the end. Okay, so as a reader, I read minor arcana as messages about your free will, and major arcana as messages about your divine blueprint. Your divine blueprint is the plan for your life that you created before you incarnated. And you wrote that so that you would encounter and hopefully learn certain poignant lessons of life that, when learned, raise the vibration and the wisdom encoded in your soul. As you go doing that lifetime after lifetime, and you're able to keep that all rising, because with free will, we can you know, basically in a life screw up, and then our wisdom and our energy goes down a little bit. And anyway, so if you can continue to raise that vibration and wisdom lifetime after lifetime, I believe that's when you become what we call is enlightened, and you can affect a great deal of change on the surface of this planet. Or even more, who knows. So when we're dealing with your major arcana, we are kind of looking at that as a destiny, but not really because of the free will I just stated. However, there are times when we write things into our life path that we cannot change no matter what we do. And that's because we wrote it that way. And those times are indicated to me by the Wheel of Fortune, which you do have. Okay, so, all right, Virgo, let's see what we've got here for you. Oh, yeah, this. Okay, so at the heart of everything for you at this time, you've got the Ace of Boons. This is your own energy. All aces are new beginnings. You may have received an engagement ring. You may have proposed to someone. See, the Ace of Boons or the Ace of Coins can be an engagement ring. And when I look at this particular card, it is made. This Ace of Boons is actually a ring. Okay. So you may have received a ring, you may have given a ring. However, this could be an offer for a new job. This could be a monetary windfall. You could be receiving some inheritance, or you know, this is Earth energy, which is you, Virgo, along with Capricorn and Taurus. So this is all about your health and your wealth. This is a new beginning with that. Okay, let's keep going and see what else you've got here. Okay, so the energy that is crossing what's at the heart of everything here, you've got the Seven of Boons. Okay, so the Seven of Boons in this particular deck, it acts a lot like the Seven of Visions, which is the Seven of Cups. Now, the Seven of Boons is usually about looking at your investment. I liken it to your garden of life, your life energy. Look at your life's energy as like a garden, and you have to continue to be diligent. Your fruits are starting to show up, but you have to keep watering it, you have to keep weeding it, etc., so that these fruits come in and they are, you know, they're good. They're not like dry or grody or anything. But so that could be going on for you, but because this is the deck and this card, they're so different. I just feel like these are more like the opportunities that you would see in the Seven of Visions or the Seven of Cups. And this talks about, look at each door. They all have a specific symbol. Okay, and which symbol are you attracted to? These are all like they're portals. Okay, so here's what I'm getting. Portals. When you get the World card, that's a portal, because that's an ending. That's the end of a cycle. And then what you're about to do is get your new beginning, which you have right here. Okay, so I believe what this is saying is that you've got this new beginning coming in for you here, but which door? It's like maybe you've got, see, I was just, this is silly. I was going to say, like, maybe this is the Seven of Boons, but this is the Seven of Boons. So I guess what I'm saying here, the image I'm getting from this is that you've got 7 new beginnings to choose from. At least 7. Okay, and you see how different they are. These are similar because they're green, but this is a darker green. This is the only like red door. This is the only like blue door, and here's a gray door, and then you have these 2 brown doors. So the 2 greens, 2 browns, they're all slightly different, aren't they? But what I'm seeing is how this color brown matches this pretty much a lot better than this brown. So maybe it's this door. When I showed you the symbols, I showed you this one first. Is that the one that you were drawn to? Whichever door you choose is your new beginning. Ah, okie dokies. Oh, I love this card. Okay, so here at the root of everything, we've got the Keeper of Visions, which would be the King. Okay, this is the King of Cups. So this is water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Out of this is more Pisces than Cancer or Scorpio. There is this fish here. However, this is in reverse. So since this is a king, which is a people card, and it's in the reverse, they do have shadow aspects in this deck. And so I'm going to read that to you because I have not memorized it. Okay, so the root of everything here is a masculine energy. Kings are masculine energy, man or woman, it doesn't matter. It's boss energy. It's someone who is mature. Okay, they can be mature in emotions. They could be very psychic, since this is water. Water is emotion and it's intuition. But this particular, this is father energy as well. Too emotionally detached, neutral to a fault, moody, avoids conflicts and confrontations, puts the hard emotional duties on others. Okay, so the root of the issue here is there's someone in your life. If this isn't your energy, I mean, this could be how you've been feeling right now or how you've been. You may be too emotionally detached. And that's why you avoid conflicts and confrontations, because the emotions might be too hard for you. Okay, if this isn't you though, if you're like, what? No, heck no. This is somebody in your life who is like this. And it doesn't have to be a water sign, but it might be. It could be a mature masculine water sign in your life who is, because of this somehow, because of this person, putting the hard emotional duties on others, which is sticking out to me. I feel like that's probably why you have these. Well, not probably. This is the root of the matter. This is why you have these choices. Maybe these aren't supposed to be your choices. Maybe that should have been this person's choice if this energy isn't you. But it is because of this person who's emotionally detached and puts the hard emotional duties on others. I think this is why you're having to make this decision. Okay. Now, the next energy that we have here is the energy that's moving out of your life at this time. This is the recent past, and now this influence is moving out of your life. These can always move back in, just saying. However, I don't know if you want this one to move back in. This is the Weaver of Spells. Okay, and so Weavers are the queens. Keepers of the kings, Weavers are the queens. And she is the Queen of Wands, okay, of fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, okay? So this is, as a person, this would be, of course, this is a mature person as well. The kings and the queens are mature, whether they're mature in spirit or mature physically. And this doesn't have to be a fire sign. It can be. And it doesn't have to be a man, okay? This is just somebody who is, like this. Okay, so this is what's moving out of your life. This person this is jealousy, fiery temper, impatience, meddling as an outlet for thwarted creative purpose. Oh my, somebody's been meddling in your life for a thwarted creative purpose. Fiery temper, impatience, and jealousy. This is not good. I'm glad this is moving out of your life. However, if this isn't a particular person, it can mean a time of creative joy, where the, oh no, this is the shadow traits. Yeah, this is a person. Yeah. This has this thing here, most of the time it says that this doesn't represent a particular person, but I'm reading the great creative joy and the vital energies of life burst forth and are expressed in ways that benefit others. This is in the reverse, so this isn't great creative joy here. So you probably know who that is. Now for me as a reader, the next two cards are future cards. Both of these are right side up. In this one, we now have a major arcana. Okay? This is the Forest Lord, which means this is the Emperor. This is Aries, straight up Aries energy. I'm really glad to see him in the upright. This is the sacred masculine energy. This is more fatherly energy. Okay? This would be distorted masculine energy, which is what's going on here with this king. Okay? He's reversed. However, in your future, you have an authority that is more than a king. This is the Emperor. He is all of the kings rolled up into one. He is the sacred masculine energy, man or woman. This can be an Aries in your life, man or woman, doesn't matter. They embody this energy. This is, like I said, this is boss energy. This is fatherly energy. This is protection and support and kindness and love. Let's see what it says for him in here. I don't know. All right, next page. Let's see. Yeah, like I was saying. Oh, so he's nobility of character. Yeah, fatherhood, leadership. This is a person with great power. Authority over others must be wielded appropriately and not abused. Sovereignty comes from within and doesn't need to be insisted upon. The Forest Lord's confidence comes from staying true to his noble nature. Okay, so this might be you harnessing your Emperor energy, really bossing it up and doing it the right way. Or this could be someone coming into your life to affect some sort of positive change. Okay, positive change. Now, the next energy that we have here for your future, like I said, I like this card. Now, a lot of the times, this would be the Five of Wands, since this is the Five of Spells. More fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So you have fire, fire, and fire all at once. Passion, creative energy leaving, but the wrong kind of creative energy. And then now the right kind of fiery creative energy is coming in. And this card, I always hear practice makes perfect. Many times the Five of Wands will represent a conflict that ends up constructive at the end, such as sparring. It can mean competition. It can mean arguments and drama and stuff like that. In one of my decks, it's a bunch of brothers that fight often, but they're very close. However, for this particular deck, what we have here is a young magician learning how to turn himself and others into a frog and back. And so that is very much like sparring. You're practicing so that you can get good at it. Nobody is perfect right off the bat. There's times when things have to, I mean, look, this guy cracks me up because he's like, yeah, this guy over here, he looks bored. He's like, okay, I'm already a frog. I got to wait my turn or something like that. And I think this guy just is, he's like turning him into a frog, or maybe he's turning him into a frog, or maybe they both are, and that's why he's like, maybe he's turning him into a frog. It just kind of looks kind of chaotic, doesn't it? Now, because when you practice, it's not always pretty. So, however, I think that this is going, by the time this is over, this practice or this conversation, conflict, competition, whatever it is, everybody's going to be the better for it. And so what I'm feeling is here there may be 5 or more people doing this something. And this is the leader. Okay, look at this fire energy. Leader, fire leader, leading fire people who are learning, right? It's like these are the children, he's the dad, that kind of energy, okay? So for the first time ever, I kind of feel like normally I'll say one will happen before the other, and sometimes they vice versa. Like like this one could happen first for some of you, and this one second for some of you. I feel like these are happening at once. That's the first time that's ever happened. But it could be that this leader comes in first and organizes it and said, okay, let's get to work. And then that's what happens. Okay. Cool. Alrighty, like I said, you got the Wheel of Fortune, and this is your hope. You're hoping for this to be fate, destiny. And I think it is because you got the fate and destiny card, and it is in the right side up. Okay? I think this is not just telling me what your hopes are, I think it's confirming that it is. It is fate. It is destiny. You did write this into your divine blueprint this way. Nothing you can do can stop it. Nothing you can do can make it happen. It's just going to do it the way it does it. Okay? So, as a hope, what else can I say about this card? Except, yeah, this looks pretty flippin' good too. Okay? Because we started out with all these opportunities. Okay? If you proposed to somebody or received an engagement ring, this could be, like where are we going to have it? A venue. But for others, it's an opportunity, and it's presented because somebody is too emotionally, it doesn't want to do this. So it's like if you were proposed to, the person that proposed to you maybe doesn't want to plan or something because they're overwhelmed, or they're not into weddings. They want to get married, but they don't want to get involved in the planning of it or something. But I feel like for most of you guys, this right here is an opportunity, because what we have here is a boss, an opportunity to make money or a new job or some sort of project that requires a boss and people learning how to do certain things. So, well, I guess that could apply to a wedding too, if you think about it. So this is what is in your current state of being. Yeah, it's not really your environment, but this is your state of being here. And since this is not a people card and this is in the reverse, the way I read this is that this is the manifesting energy of this. It's like this is, okay, so the Six of Visions is the Six of Cups, which is all about nostalgia. You look at this child is reading a book that they probably read when they were really little or something, and now they're going back on down memory lane, and all these awesome little things around her are the stories. Like there is the frog and the golden ball. Here's a fairy. Here's some animals rowing themselves in a boat like they often do in fairy tales. We've got owl up here reading a book, human traits to the animals that we see in the fairy tales and things like that. So, but the thing about this is it has a lot to do with children. It has a lot to do with childhood memories. And this can even mean past life memories are just about to surface. Okay? So there may be some memories that you're trying to not remember, or you can't remember these, and you might be trying to. Okay, but here's this. These are both the visions, and this person seems not so very comfortable with their emotions. So then you've got this here. Then that would make perfect sense why they're not comfortable with nostalgia, why they refuse to look in the past. It's because it's painful. All right, so the next card that we have here is your fear card, and guess what? This is the fear card. So your hopes and your fears are very solid. You're very you've got them in order. Sometimes people hope for the wrong things. Sometimes people are afraid of the wrong things, okay? But so you're hoping for fortune, fate. The Wheel of Fortune is a good omen. It's good fortune. It is, winning the lottery. And here we have this Ace of Boons. So that's something like that. You know what I mean? It's this could very well be money coming in, which is a windfall. So this is you being afraid of being afraid. This is nightmares. You see how what happened is this child went exploring in the enchanted woods and got too far and realized the sun was about to go down, and that he was too far into the forest to try to make it home in the dark. And so he just found a little place to hole up for the night, and now he's got hours and hours and hours and hours before the sun comes up of being scared of everything. I mean, look at how this tree looks. He's got, look at, there's this like a little goblin up there. There's a great big spider over here. There's like poisonous plants over here, poisonous mushrooms. He is like in fetal position almost, okay? Now, the Nine of Challenges, which is the Nine of Swords, air energy, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius energy, it's when you're overthinking. You can't get out of your head. You're in a safe place. In other decks, you'll see a person in bed and they just can't sleep. You're in a comfortable, safe place, but you can't sleep because your mind's overthinking, because you are thinking about fearful things. So the advice for this is to not overthink, is to get out of your head get out of your head, because you're in your head too much. Okay? Just try to calm down a little bit. Everything here looks pretty good. And here is your potential outcome, or maybe your outcome altogether, because you've got this Enchanter's Wheel. And here we have yet another keeper. So this is 3 masculine energies here, Virgo, that it's like, I'm kind of feeling like these two may be the same, okay? That what's being expressed here is that this energy is the boss. He is going to use sacred masculine energy and fire to get this, because this is boons. We started out with the Ace of Boons and we end with the King of Boons. So you know what I'm saying? Right now they're even looking the same. They almost look the same to me right now. Look at, they both have an animal on the same side of their body. Look at how similar they are. His hand right here. I had never seen this before. He's surrounded by tree. He's surrounded by gems. Yeah. This is the same person. This Keeper of Boons is going to boss up. Who knows? Maybe this is you. Man or woman. Boons. Your energy. Okay? Now, this is someone who's very kind and very generous. Emotionally not available, emotionally putting things off onto other people, but This is somebody who knows how to bring in money. This is somebody who knows how to bless people, how to be, they're generous, not just with their money, but also with their time. They're very loving and nurturing people. I always point out that, look, he's made friends with a badger. Okay, badgers are notoriously cranky, and he's friends with one. Oh. Here is your underlying energy. And it's the Hermit, your card. And it's a badger. Uh-huh. Yeah. This is you. This is you. You're going to boss up in your sacred masculine energy. And man or woman, you're going to be king. You're going to go from this, you're going to take this ace and be in your king, and go into your king energy, because this is upside down. I'll just show it to you. The Hermit. This Hermit, because he's a badger, he goes into his hole so that he can be alone and have things the way that he wants them. And he doesn't like people badgering him, which is funny because he's a badger. Okay? So if people have been badgering you, you're going to be like, oh, okay, because that's why we're using this deck this week. But this badger, this Hermit is in reverse. So that means that you've already become enlightened. When you go into Hermit mode from being in the dark night of the soul, you go in there to find out what makes you happy in life, what brings you joy. Actually, nothing can make you happy. I don't like to say that. I like to say what brings you joy, okay? You've already found that out. You know what brings you joy. All right, let's see what the unicorns have to say. So please don't forget to like and subscribe and check out my books. They are my divine blueprint. My higher self told me a long time ago through a tarot reader that I was to write a series of books that would teach the spiritual path, the path to enlightenment. Not everything, but certain, well, I don't know if it's going to be I channel it. Okay, it's Spirit is having me write them so that people can learn about the path while they're being entertained. It also has some very realistic characters that people can relate to. So check it out. Thank you. Thank you so much. Alrighty, let's see what we got. Goddess, courage, and hope. Okay, so Goddess, honor your divine feminine energy. See your inner beauty. Love every part of you. Okay, so this has a lot of masculinity in here. Okay, so the masculinity is saying, don't forget your sacred feminine energy as well. Honor your divine feminine energy, which is the creativity. The only feminine energy in this reading here is this weaver of spells, and she's the creative energy. She's the fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire. She is creative energy. That's what I was reading. When I was trying to say, oh, if this isn't a person, it's this creative energy, well, maybe what this represents is that you haven't been using your creative energy. Maybe you haven't been honoring your inner goddess. Maybe you've only been focusing on your masculine energy and been neglecting your feminine creativity. The creativity is feminine energy. Females, most females anyway, give birth. We do have the seahorse, but creative goddess is the creative energy. And she's purple, And so look at, you know, your third eye, your intuition on how to do that. Okay, and courage. You are safe. Fear is an illusion. Set strong boundaries. So this is saying right here, it's addressing your fear. Okay, you don't have to be afraid of this fear because it's an illusion. This is an illusion. Don't worry about this energy. Okay. And then we've got hope. Stay positive. The worst is behind you. Look up to the light. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. All right, let's see what the fairies got to say. I'm just going to get just one card from them. Goddess Cerridwen. What do the fairies want to say? Oh, that was fast. Oh, temptation. Are you in denial about an unhealthy habit, perhaps one that makes you feel guilty? This fairy says you have the power to overcome temptation, whatever its guise. Okay? So if you don't know what this is, you are about to face something that will be tempting. It can be tempting to, you know, it's not just that say you're on a diet and somebody hands you a donut. You know, there's all kinds of temptation. Temptation to not act in your sacred energy. Temptation to take shortcuts. Temptation to try to, you know what I mean, try to ignore something that you're being told to change. So be careful of the temptation. All right. Alrighty. So, well, that's what I have for you at this time, Virgo. I think that you're going to make the right decision. Everything looks really good here. If this is your energy, you know, there's something that you can work on. This is also a jealousy type energy. So if this was you not using your creativity, it's because of this is the energy that you had your feminine energy in. Okay, so there's something. Don't be tempted to go back to this. Do the creating. Okay. Now, how much control do you have over this situation? I can gauge that by the number of major arcana to minor, and you have the Forest Lord and the Enchanter's Wheel, and that's it. The Wheel of Fortune and the Emperor. Now, you did have the Hermit, but that's on the bottom of the deck, so that doesn't really count. So 2 out of 10 cards means, Virgo, that you have most of the control over this. But I'm telling you, this is how you're going to turn out. This is excellent energy right here. This is you are on your way to a lot of happiness and abundance. You know, period. The end there. All right, so that's what I have for you at this time, Virgo. I hope you enjoyed your reading. See you next time.